Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so guess what? I want to share with you some of the skincare some of the skincare tools, some of the skincare treatments, some stuff that I want to try so badly, but guys, my poor skin, I know that my poor skin cannot manage them. Like some things that I really wanted to try during 2020, but I was nervous to try it, and my skin, I doubt my skin can manage those things. Yeah, so a lot of things, a lot of tools, a lot of treatments are out there that I really want to try, but I'm so nervous because I know my skin. Okay, I know my skin. I have a skin, my skin is a hyperpigmented, especially my face. My skin is a hyperpigmented, what do you say now? My skin just loves hyperpigmentation. So I have to really be careful with what I am doing to it, yeah, and so forth. And there's one particular thing I'm going to explore, a few stuff that I wanted to try, just to see, just to experience it. Okay, so this one particular thing that I really wanted to do when my skin was extremely dry, when it was extremely dry and it was stripping. I'm telling you, I was so tempted because at the time I didn't have my recovery cream from Purito, the Centella unscented recovery cream, and I had that one particular ingredient, and that is Vaseline. I had that, and I wanted to slug in the Vaseline because my skin was very dry and was stripping. Okay, so I really wanted to try that because you know that Vaseline it has this particular ingredient that is going to protect your moisture barrier. But for me, I don't know why, but whenever I use Vaseline on my face, Vaseline is not supposed to clog your pores, but as I said before, not everything that we see on the internet is good for our skin. So I really wanted to try the Vaseline. I kind of tried it a little bit, but I'm telling you, whenever I try to use Vaseline on my skin, I always break out. It always clogs my pores. I don't know why, because Vaseline is not comedogenic, but on my skin, I don't know if my skin doesn't like it. Not necessarily my skin, my face. I don't know if my skin doesn't like it. I don't know. It's just the same with dimethicone. Some people, they don't like dimethicone. Dimethicone sometimes can clog your pores. Let me tell you what dimethicone does to my skin whenever I'm wearing makeup. So any primer, facial primer, if it's a hydrating primer, then maybe no, then maybe it's okay. But any primer that has silicone, dimethicone in it, and I try to use that on my face before I apply makeup, I would sweat from now till the next day. Okay, and guess what? My pores would become like clogged for days, like seriously, and then I would have breakouts. Like, I know that particular product, but whenever I use it in, for example, the azelaic acid, I don't have any problems. I don't know why. I think it's because azelaic acid has a acne fighting ingredient. You know what I'm saying? It kills the the bacteria related to acne. So even though I'm using a product with azelaic acid, it's actually doing something good for my skin. But if I was supposed to use like a primer with dimethicone in it, it's going to be pore clogging for me. So I think this is the same like example. Not everything that you see on the internet that works for some people will work for you. Okay, not everything that works for somebody else will work for you. And though some of the ingredients are not necessarily pore clogging or they're like considered non-comedogenic, we don't know when we apply it to our face what can happen. because we are applying several products onto our skin, so we don't know what can clog the pores and if that can contribute to the product actually clogging the pores. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it all depends on how you're using your products. But slugging for me, no, is a no-no. Is a no-no based on my experience. Like slugging, yeah, I really wanted to try it, and I tried a little bit, but no, I don't think it's for my skin. I really wanted to do it because I kind of wanted to restore my moisture barrier, but I just went ahead with the oil cleansing, constant oil cleansing and so forth. I didn't use a lot, and then I got the recovery cream from Purita, Centella Unscented recovery cream. Yeah, and that really helped to really restore my moisture barrier and to prevent the dryness, and I constantly used it even in the daytime, so I'm telling you. And then the next thing that I really wanted to try, but I'm like, I am not going to try it because my poor skin cannot manage. My skin loves to get hyperpigmented. Like anything, if you touch it today, if you press too hard on my skin, I get like a dark mark. I don't know why. That's just my skin. Alright, so the next thing I would never do is microdermabrasion, and this is just basically something that they use, or something that they have been using on like patients that have experienced burn patients. They've been using that on their skin, and they realize that doing the microdermabrasion, it actually caused the skin to improve dramatically. So this is the reason why they have applied it into the, you know, into like skincare as a cosmetic treatment to treat any type of hyperpigmentation, what do you say now, bumpy skin, or just rough surface. The skin itself, like texture and so forth, texture irregularities, they use microdermabrasion to treat that. I have seen a lot of people, I have seen them done like microdermabrasion, and the results are amazing. And I sometimes look at it, I'm like, I would love to try that. I would so love to try that. But the reason why I am not going to try it is because I know my skin. I know my skin. You know what I'm saying? You have to know your skin to know what will or won't work for you. My skin loves hyperpigmentation. I'm telling you, if I scratch my legs outside, if I get a little cut, I'm telling you, it's going to turn into hyperpigmentation. In 2 days, it's going to get dark. Yes, a mosquito bit me. I'm going to show you on my knee. A mosquito bit me like maybe 5 months ago. Mosquito. And it turned into a bump. And the bump healed. And I have had this hyperpigmentation on my knee from that time. And it hasn't. I mean, I haven't really been treating it. I think that if I start treating it, it would get better. But I haven't been treating it, and it's just getting darker and darker. Like, that's my skin. I have to constantly be treating hyperpigmentation. So I don't think like anything that's going to be scrubbing or scraping or tugging on my skin is going to work for me. It might work for somebody else, and I might lust, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so good, I want to try it. But knowing my skin, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna risk it. I would say if I go to a doctor and they recommend, and they look at my skin, observe it and everything, and say, okay, Jody, I think that we can try. I would recommend this based on your skin and based on me telling them what my skin is like and so forth, and they recommend it, then I would try it. Okay, and if anything goes bad, they would have to recommend something, you know, that can improve my problems, like, yeah. But me by myself, I'm not going to try that on my skin, me personally, like at home. And no, I would never ever do something like that. I am actually scared to do something like that on my skin, microdermabrasion. Okay, so that's what I would never try. I wanted to try it like during this year, but I'm like, hell no, nope. Then the next one is microneedling. The fact that I'm hearing about needles, I'm like, no. But as I said before, I have seen some people with some amazing results. I've seen a lot of people go through the treatments, microneedling and so forth, and their skin is just superb, and I'm like, can't I get something like that that will work for me? But as I said before, knowing my skin, it will never work, because microneedling is basically physically exfoliating the skin. You're actually applying needles to scar the skin in order for it to get better. Okay, and while I would say sometimes it's effective on certain skin types, on certain people, even people with my skin complexion, it might work on their skin. I don't know why it works so well. Well, I know why it works so well, because the research is there to back it. You know what I'm saying? But I know it might not work for my skin, because how do I know it might not work? As I said before, anytime I apply any type of if I get a little scar or a scrape on my skin, it turns into hyperpigmentation, and that hyperpigmentation will last a long while. It will last for a very long time. So I know that if I ever do something like that on my skin, it's not going to work. It's not. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm going to be going in with a positive mind. But we have to know our skin. Know your skin and know what will work for it and what won't work for it. While I love to see the results of microneedling, I personally would never do it to my skin. As I said before though, if a doctor recommends it, if a doctor suggests it, and if my problems are bigger than myself, if I can't manage my problems at home, and I go into the doctor's office and they recommend it based on what they are seeing or what they have observed on my skin, then maybe I'll try it. I will close my eyes, swallow my spit, and try it. But knowing my skin, if I was supposed to do something like that to it, it would scar my skin. It will scar my skin, and then it's going to take a very long time to heal. Yeah, it would scar my skin. And when my skin heals, it's going to turn into hyperpigmentation, and that spot that it heals or it healed, it's going to get dark, and it's going to be an area that is prone to hyperpigmentation in the future. So for example, if I get a pimple here and I get a hyperpigmentation, and the hyperpigmentation heals, if I get a pimple there again, it's going to cause that area to be darker than before. Okay, and this is how the skin just starts to darken constantly, because of the constant the aggressiveness done to the skin. I know my skin, it won't work for me. Me personally, doing it onto my skin, I don't think it would work for me, but I would love to do it. I would love to do it just to get the good results. You know what I'm saying? But right now I don't really think I need it. Then the next thing that I would love to do is a cosmetic chemical peel. I would love a chemical peel, but as I said before, I don't know. Like a chemical peel, sometimes I see some results when they apply the product to their face, even though I love it when my skin strips. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind it comforts me, and I know that okay, the cell is turning over, and then the new fresh skin underneath is just going to bloom, and it's just going to glow, and that is what I want. But chemical peels, like I don't know if you have seen my video when I did the peeling solution and I did it incorrectly. You saw what happened. So I know that a lot of people, they might try certain things to their skin and it won't affect them negatively. Me, I don't know. My skin is just special. When it comes to hyperpigmentation, it just loves it. It loves hyperpigmentation so much. I don't know why it loves it, especially my face. And I have to constantly be treating it over and over. And this was me before I even started with my skincare. Like, I used to have hyperpigmentation like crazy. Not sure why. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I used to have to deal with hyperpigmentation a lot. And this is how I know that these things won't work for me. Okay? They won't work for me. And I won't do it. If a doctor recommends it, and they're going to be treating me, and they're going to give me the different products that I'm going to be needed, like prescribed products that I'm going to need to really take care of what is, you know, the treatment that is done to my skin, then maybe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then the last thing that I would never do because of my experience with it is shave my face. If you look at my face right now, I have a lot of peach fuzz, and you won't see it unless you come really close up to my face. I have like really hairy skin. Like my legs are hairy, my hands are hairy, like everywhere my skin is hairy. You know what I'm saying? But shaving, I do not like shaving. You know why I don't like shaving? Because shaving gives me, because I don't know if it's because I have hairy skin, and then I don't know, I produce a lot of keratin, you know? Yes, and I produce a lot of oil in my skin. I don't know what is going on, but a lot of keratin. So sometimes the keratin build up, it can cause clogged pores. The keratin build up, it always cause clogged pores, always cause blackheads. Not even whiteheads, more like blackheads. Like blackheads are always there. And how do I know that that is my skin type? Because I shave my legs. I shave my, even before I used to shave my legs, just when I look at my legs, where the hair follicle is, if for example, if there's injury, if I wear like something really tight, like a tight leggings or a tight pants, my legs would feel tender after I take off the pants. It would feel tender, and then sometimes I would get like a bump. Yeah, and then sometimes that bump, if it's there, it would turn into, I don't know, I would get like a clogged pore, and then the bump would turn black because that's a blackhead, or just the oil in the plugs and just all of that, or just oily pores or keratin buildup. And if you look on my leg, it would have some little small the hair follicles, they would have these small little black little spots, yeah, and those are actually clogged pores. You know what I'm saying? Yes, those are clogged pores, and that's before I used to shave and after I shave. After I started shaving my legs, it got crazy. So if you look on my legs, it would look as if I have keratosis pilaris, which I think I do have a little bit of. But if you look on my legs, it has these small little black spots where the hair grows. Yeah, some of them are just natural. That's just how my legs are because I have hairy skin. But I also have those little clogged pores where the hair is actually trying to grow through, but it can't because it's blocked. Yeah, that's because of shaving. Because of shaving. And it's the same thing for my face. I remember I did this treatment, at home treatment, and I shaved my entire face, my mustache above my right hair, and I shaved a lot of hair from my cheeks and under my chin and so forth. My face was looking so good the first day. I went ahead and I used my aloe gel, and I was just treating my skin. I was like really nice to my skin. My skin was really nice. Yes, so as I was saying, my skin was really nice for like the first 2 days. After that, guys, my skin was, you know, when your skin is like dry and it's just dry, I don't know, it has this dry little cracky looking. Yes guys, so my skin had this dry shiny look. It was, and it got darker. It was dark, and especially around my mouth, it got really dark. And the texture of my skin, I felt I had a lot of texture. I was moisturizing my skin. I was doing everything because I knew about skincare and so forth. So I wasn't doing anything wrong. And it wasn't the first time. It was like maybe a couple times, like maybe 3 or 4 times when I shaved my face, I realized that was happening. And I just decided like maybe this is not for me. Maybe my skin doesn't like when stuff is on it and so forth. And this is also the reason why I had the severe hyperpigmentation on my face. Yeah, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. that was shaving my face was the reason why I got those little hyperpigmentation, and it was just crazy. Shaving my skin on my face was the result of that. So I decided, like, if you there needs to be some other type of, or some other way to remove hair, maybe laser treatment. I have to try that. Just something else, just not anything that's going to be scraping my skin, because whenever I start to scrape stuff on my skin, that is where the problem starts. That is where the hyperpigmentation starts. That is where the texture, you know, starts, and the crusty skin and just everything that's not pleasant to look at starts to happen to my skin. So this is the reason why I don't think my skin is suitable for some of these treatments, and I personally, I'm not going to go out to get it and to tell the doctor, oh, I want this, and then the doctor is gonna be like, okay, let's carry it out or something like that. Like, I have to go to the doctor. I have to have a serious problem. I have to go to the doctor, and the doctor he has to tell me, like, okay, Jody, we're going to recommend this based on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not going to like go out and try it, because I know my skin. And this is the thing that we have to do. We have to observe our skin, know our skin, know what it likes, know what it doesn't like. Don't just go and follow people and take people's word. Oh, you should try this, and this can work for you, this can work for you. Not everything can work for your skin. Not everything can work for my skin. Not everything that I use on my skin will work on your skin. You have to research and observe your skin. Go to a doctor if you're confused, if you don't know what to do, and let them assist you, okay? Because the doctor is going to ask you about your skin when you go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know, because it's your skin. You know what I'm saying? The doctor can't recommend something, you know, what is the doctor going to do? Do a lot of tests on your skin and experiment to figure out, oh, you're a good candidate for this particular treatment. He's going to ask you about your skin, because you should know about your skin. You can't expect a doctor to give you all the information you need to take care of your skin or to undergo certain treatments. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So these are the things that I have been sitting down. I sat down and I'm like, I want to try this because of this. I want to do this because of this. But then I sit to myself and I kind of, you know, do some self-examination. I'm like, oh, Jody, no, your skin doesn't like that. Oh, Jody, no, your skin doesn't like that. You've been using this for a long time, and you've done this. Your skin doesn't like this. Your skin doesn't like that. And that is how I can make a conscious decision to not use certain products or to continue to use products. You know what I'm saying? For example, as I said before, like the glycolic acid, I've been saying this a lot in my video. A lot of people think that glycolic acid is not good for dark skin per se, and I agree to some extent. But at the same time, I've been using it for so long, and my skin is fine with it. You know what I'm saying? But for example, you could use it and it could have an adverse effect on your skin. So it's just a matter of knowing what works for you, knowing your skin, and knowing, you know, how it will react to certain products or to certain treatments. You know what I'm saying? And then you can consciously apply whatever to your skincare. Pretty much. Okay, so yeah, this is it for me. These are the things that I wanted to try, but I'm not going to try it because I know my skin, and it will just, you know, my skin is going to be angry at me if I do something like that, or if I try some of these things. But yes, guys, this is it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.